Hello everyone, you're welcome back to Healthy Options with Maureen. Today we'll be making some beef kebabs in your kitchen. Without the help of a grill, we'll be using an oven. We usually refer to this back home in Nigeria as Suya. We'll be using the spice mix we made in the last episode. I'll be leaving the link below in the description box, or you can also check it out towards the end of the video. Come with me as we make it. I know for sure you will like this. Thank you. So for our baked beef kebabs, aka homemade suya, we'll be needing some beef already cut into chunks. We need some skewers. This has been soaking in water for some time now. We need our homemade suya spice, our spice mix. I made this in the last video and I'll be leaving a link to this in the description box, or you can actually find it towards the end of the video as the video rounds up. We need some vinegar. I'm using cider vinegar in this case. We need some oil. We need some black pepper, and then we need some salt. So this is a very simple process. All we need to do is to make our marinade first. But before we make our marinade, usually I like to add a little bit of salt and pepper on the beef itself before rubbing on the marinade. So right here we have an empty bowl, and into the empty bowl goes the beef chunks. So I'm going to add everything into this place right now, and then I'm going to go ahead to add just a little bit of salt. Remember our spice mix has some salt already. We'll be adding just a little bit of salt onto this. And I also like to add on a little bit of black pepper as well. So I'm going to toss this together using my bare hands. So right now we'll be moving our beef aside, and we are going to start concentrating on the marinade. And we need just 3 basic ingredients for this marinade: the suya spice mix, then we'll be needing the cider vinegar and the oil. So I'm going to pour everything onto the suya spice mix, and I'll give it a good stir. So I've been able to blend that together well. The next thing that happens is I'm going to pour this spice mix now over the meat chunks, as you can see. So that goes in. I'm going to use my hands to mix in everything. So usually it will be nice to let this rest for about 15 to 30 minutes before you start adding it onto the skewers. I'm going to start adding them onto the skewers. Remember, we have our skewers soaking in water, and this will help stop it from getting burnt because it's more like a wet wood now. So right here we have some onions. You can see we've cut it into big chunks. This is completely optional. You can make do without this, but family, we tend to love onions with our kebabs or suya, so I'm going to be adding this on. So it goes on first like this, and you push to the base. Then we'll start threading on the beef. So we have our pan that has already been greased, and I'm just going to keep placing them on this pan. I will skewer the meat with the onions, then I'll come back and show you what next to do as we proceed from here. So that is what our beef kebabs looks like, and right now I'll be placing it in the oven. I've been preheating the oven at 232 degrees for about 15 minutes now, so it's white hot. So I'm going to place this in the oven and we'll cook for some time, and I'll come back and show you what it looks like. So into the oven it goes, and now I'll be closing my oven. So after like about 15 minutes, this is what it looks like. I just got it out of the oven now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn the reverse side so it can cook well. Then I'll place it back in the oven, and we'll proceed for a few more minutes before placing them under the broil. Usually what I like to do at this stage is I like to spray on a little bit of vegetable oil, and that's just what I did. Or if you don't have the cooking spray, you could brush on some oil on it. So I'm going to be placing this under the broil now. So I just placed that under the broil now. As you can see, I'll let this cook for a couple of minutes, then I'll come back and show you what it looks like. So that's exactly what it looks like by the time you get it out of the grill. You can see how beautiful the color looks. And usually what I like to do before I serve, as you can see here, I have some of my Yaji spice mix, and I like to just dab on some of the spices on it, sprinkle it over that way while it's still warm, so I can get the best of the Yaji. Don't have to overdo it. When you do that, you shake it off, then you can place it. And I'm going to continue. I'll just sprinkle on each one of the kebabs, then I will come back and show you how I do serve this. So that is how I will usually serve my suya. I like to serve it alongside with some coleslaw. I hope you give this recipe a go and let us know what your take is on it. Please, if you've not subscribed, don't forget to do so by hitting on the subscribe button.